Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Appreciate you jumping on. Today, we are going to talk about the difference between XRP and the Canton network, which there's been a lot of talk about the Canton network out there recently in a lot of different videos and on X. By the way, if you're not following me on X, please do that at Orlando Mott. You can find me there. Let's take a look at pricing first here. Things bumping up a little bit here in the last 24 hours. Bitcoin sitting at 69,144. Ethereum up 4.47% in the last 24, sitting at just over $2,000 at 2,043. And XRP up 2.85% in the last 24 hours, sitting at $1.39. So that is where we stand currently on the pricing. Again, gotta be patient. Things are happening, but you got to be patient in this space. Let's jump into XRP versus the Canton network. Everybody is talking about this Canton network these days. Today we're going to break it down super simply. No tech, no hype. So even if you're new to crypto, you'll be able to understand it. We'll cover what XRP is again. I think that's important to do for anybody new out there. What the Canton network is, why they're completely different in their real world use cases, and some easy analogies to make it stick. If you're new here, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. We talk a lot about XRP, but we'll sprinkle in some Bitcoin and other major coins as well. So what is XRP? Let's refresh here. Imagine the global financial system as a bunch of disconnected highways. Sending money from one country to another is like driving through toll booths, traffic jams, and detours. It takes days and costs a fortune in fees. XRP is the native token on the XRP ledger, on that highway, a fast public blockchain built for payments. It acts as a bridge asset to connect those highways. You convert your local currency to XRP for a second, zip it across the world in 3 to 5 seconds for pennies, and convert it to the destination currency. No more waiting, no big middlemen. It's already used by companies like Ripple for on-demand liquidity, helping banks move money without tying up billions in pre-funded accounts overseas. XRP is essentially like the universal adapter plug you take while traveling. It lets you plug into any outlet or currency quickly and cheaply. That's what XRP does. What about the Canton network? You're probably asking now. Well, the Canton network is something different. It's a relatively new public blockchain launched around 2023, designed specifically for big financial institutions like banks and asset managers. Canton focuses on tokenizing real-world assets. Think turning bonds, stocks, or treasuries into digital versions on the blockchain. But the key twist, it's built with privacy and interoperability in mind, and that's key for institutions. Institutions can connect their private ledgers to Canton without exposing sensitive data, and everything stays compliant with regulations. It uses smart contracts for secure atomic settlements, meaning trades happen instantly and all or nothing, no partial fails. Canton is like a high security private club for banks, a place where they can safely store, trade, and settle valuable assets without the whole world peeking in. So, why are they different? Here's a simple breakdown. And let me show this to you here on screen. Main focuses for both networks. For the XRP and the XRP ledger, it's fast, cheap cross-border payments and liquidity bridging. The Canton network is all about tokenizing and settling real-world assets with privacy. As far as technology goes, XRP is a public blockchain for value transfer, and the Canton network is a public blockchain with private subnetworks for institutions. As far as speed and cost goes, XRP is very fast, 3 to 5 seconds, costs you less than a cent to make those transfers. And Canton is an instant atomic settlement, but focused on complex trades. As far as volatility goes, XRP price fluctuates like crypto, but it doesn't fluctuate as much as other cryptos. And for Canton Network, it's a native token for fees, but emphasizes on stable assets. As far as who's using it, XRP, anyone, but targeted at payments companies. And then for Canton Network, as we discussed, it's big institutions for finance, the DTCC, banks, etc. And you can see some other differences there on screen if you're able to look at that and not driving. So, in plain English, XRP is the fast courier service moving money between places, and Canton is the secure warehouse where assets are stored and traded privately. That's honestly the key difference. They're not rivals. They solve different problems in the financial puzzle. Let's talk some use cases here so you understand it even better. For XRP, it's perfect for when you need to move money quickly across borders. A family in the US sending $1,000 to relatives in India, for example, XRP bridges dollars to rupees in seconds, no high fees. Banks using on-demand liquidity to avoid locking up money in foreign accounts. Instead, they tap XRP's liquidity on demand. Everyday payments or remittances where speed and cost matter most. How about an example for the Canton network, built for institutional heavy lifting? So tokenizing a $100 million bond, a bank digitizes that on Canton, trades it privately with another institution, and settles instantly without intermediaries. So connecting private bank ledgers like the DTCC, the big US clearinghouse, could use Canton to handle tokenized securities safely and compliantly. Real-world assets like treasuries or real estate keep everything private while enabling seamless swaps between networks. So that's just a couple examples for you to know the difference. And they can work together. So imagine a bank tokenizing assets on Canton for secure storage, then uses XRP to bridge liquidity when moving value internationally. They complement each other. Canton handles the what, and XRP handles the how and the movement. So, to keep it simple, think of the financial world as a giant marketplace. Canton Network is the locked storage units where vendors, aka banks, keep their goods, their assets safe, private, and ready to trade with trusted partners. XRP is the express delivery scooters zipping between stalls, getting payments from buyer to seller instantly, no matter the distance. They don't compete. They make the market run smoother together. And many, if you're following the right people in the crypto community, agree. So, to sum it up, XRP and Canton Network are not the same. XRP is your go-to fast, affordable money movement across borders. Canton is the privacy-focused powerhouse for tokenizing and settling big institutional assets. They're different tools for different jobs, and together they could supercharge global finance. More efficiency, less cost, bigger adoption for crypto. If you're holding XRP, Canton's rise is actually good news. It highlights the need for liquidity bridges like XRP in the real world asset space. What do you think? Could we see XRP and Canton teaming up? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. If this helped, smash that like button, share it with friends that are confused about blockchain, and subscribe for more simple crypto explanations. We're going to keep on putting out videos. I appreciate you watching, and we will see you on the next one.